ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Great job there by the receiving team, right? You got your opponent here on the road. You're not caught off guard on the opening kick of the game. You're able to fall on it, and now your offense has the ball in great field position. You have got to make them pay for that gamble.
Gonna run it. It's King. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They'll try the run. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
And the Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run. All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback.
Touchdown, Red Raider! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. The extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. So that drive covered 40 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rides the back on the option, the give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Watson. He's got the back in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
And the Hokies with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wiggins. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, and the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that they're looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Hairston. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Line gets set. 1st down. Using his legs, it's Raymond. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Watson. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Raymond. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's 3rd and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
There he goes.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Finds the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target.
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He now has 63 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. Unloads quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into that because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pressure coming. Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Throws to the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Delivers the stiff arm. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his man. It's King. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's magic.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to pass. It's Watson. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throwing right. This time he's got it. Breaks into the open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the ground. Runs through the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Makes a connection. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Hamilton. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Makes the grab. It's Hudson. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point gives them the lead of 14-13. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Going to the run to start this second half. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws for the tight end. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. The Red Raiders come to the line needing just inches for the first down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And that one will give them the lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7.
When you go option down here on the goal line, the ball can be basically 3 places almost simultaneously. Very, very difficult play to stop in a 2-point situation, and the offense comes away with 2.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Now the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got the quick pass. Still on his feet at the 25. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Still looking on the move. He'll pull it down. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. And the Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to throw for it. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups in man.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Red Raiders have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was payday.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And some room to work. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Watson. Fires to the right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations.
There he goes. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
No, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The sure hands, it's King. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Runs through a tackle. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I think you're seeing an example right now of some of the playmakers this offense has and just how deceptive they are. Once they have the football in their hands, they're just so difficult to tackle and bring down. David, they've got some difference makers at the running back position.
And it's really hard when you've got backs and speed all over the field, but when you get in the open field, man, it's got to be each other. There's got to be multiple guys coming to the ball carrier at one time so you can get them on the ground. One guy at a time makes it really, really hard. This defense has got to do a better job getting to the football at the same time with some bad intentions. Get that dude on the ground, man.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out fast. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Got it behind the line. It's King. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
On those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, and this offense powering toward a score. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. On the option. Gives it on the option. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being got.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Toledo is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 25 to Washington. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snags it quickly on the left. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. Now on second down. To the air, it's Watson. Going for it all. Makes the grab right down the middle. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to...
Turning it on! They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's in open space downfield. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And the Hokies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here.
Scores on the sneak.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the